Yellow Productions presents
the best free things to do in London. I'm Chris, this is Yellow Productions. I do travel guides that are fun, informative, entertaining. This is part of my series on London. You can find more of them, links in the description below or at the end of this video. But in this video, I'm going to be telling you things you can do in London, which is a pretty expensive city, but for free. So here we go. The first thing to do for free, one of the best, most famous in London, is the changing of the guards in front of Buckingham Palace. This has been going on for a long time. It's most days, sometimes it's odd days. You really have to check the website for when it happens. It's about 11 a.m., but it's gonna take up about 2 hours of your time if you really wanna see it, because crowds start forming around 10 in the morning. The main activities take place at 11 and then 11:30 a.m. The places you want to stand if you're coming for the changing of the guard is right along the fence line, so you can see what's happening inside the palace, or not at the fence line. Then you want to stand up on the high ground in front of Victoria Memorial right up here. So again, get here before 10 a.m. because if you don't, you're gonna find yourself way far in the back and not really enjoying everything. And don't leave before 11:34, because 11:34 a.m. is when they open up the gates of Buckingham Palace, and that's when everybody parades out. And if you left before that, you'll totally feel like you missed it out. It's kind of slow and long, but really the activity is at the end. So if you come to London, you have to check out the changing of the guards. Beware of pickpockets, because there's so many people. The police are out in force, and they'll tell you while you're watching the guards, people will be watching you to pick your pockets. So make sure you have your stuff in front of you. You know where your wallet is so you don't get thieved. Speaking of royalty, no visit to London would be complete without a visit to London's royal parks. 8 royal parks in London make up 5,000 acres of green space. Actually, many people think London's a big urban sprawl, but 48% of London is actually green space. But a lot of the parks used to be either, king's backyards or royal hunting grounds, but now they're parks that you and I can enjoy. Hyde Park behind me is certainly one of the biggest, next to Kensington Gardens, one of the most popular. It's got a neat place called Speaker's Corner, which is this corner right back here behind me. It's right at the Marble Arch tube station, and if you come here on a Sunday, lots of very interesting people are standing up on soapboxes talking about whatever, from politics to aliens invading. So definitely check out Speaker's Corner at Hyde Park, but also just enjoy these parks to get away from the hustle and bustle. You can do a walk where you connect a number of the parks, and certainly while you're at Buckingham Palace to watch the changing of the guard, stroll through the park there. This time of year, I was here April, there were some neat cherry blossom trees, neat lakes in most of these parks, so they just are maintained pretty well, and some pretty nice parkland. For some of the best free views in London, come up to the observatory at the Sky Garden. This is inside what's often known as the Walkie Talkie building because of its unique shape. It's located right near the Tower of London. This is much more of a tower. The admission to this 3-story observatory is free. There's 360-degree views of London, kind of a landscape garden in here. There's a couple of restaurants, some bars. There's also an outdoor terrace that looks south to the Thames River. It's really a pretty neat place, though I will say it is slightly warm on a hot day, which it kind of is today. It's not very well air conditioned, but it is cool, and for free, you can't beat it. You do have to book tickets ahead of time on their website. skygarden.london is the website. They open them up Mondays for the following week, so make sure you hit the website on a Monday to secure your ticket. They give you a time ticket. You just have a barcode, get here your time, whisk yourself up the elevator, and then here you are at the top of the Sky Garden with some amazing views. And looking out across the Thames, you can see the other tall building, the Shard. That observatory, much more expensive than this one. Another great free thing to do in London is to take a walk along the Thames, particularly the south bank of the Thames right here. This is the Queen's Walk. Coming on a weekend, you'll find a lot of the tourists in London doing this walk, but it's a really great way to get an appreciation from London. And the reason why you walk along the south bank is because most of the major sites, well, they're on the north bank, and so you can see them from the South Bank. It's a great walk to do from like Westminster, from the Westminster Bridge, all the way to the Tower Bridge, which, I don't know, can you see it behind me? Probably not, it's blocked by that Tom's Kitchen, but the Tower Bridge, that's the famous bridge with the tower on it that everybody thinks is the London Bridge, but the London Bridge is actually, well, the London Bridge is that super ugly bridge back there. You can do the walk as a round trip. You can walk on both sides, on the South Bank this way, Tower Bridge, come back, and then walk along the North Bank too. Another free thing to do in London is to watch the street performers. There's street performers all over London, but you'll find the biggest concentration of them at Covent Garden right here. And there's somebody doing some performance at the moment. They're free to watch. They would appreciate a couple pounds, certainly as gratuity, but you're not required to give if you don't find them entertaining. And this place is great because usually when one person is done performing, another one will come out. I just finished watching a breakdancing performance. Those guys were pretty talented. And now there's this guy, I'm not exactly sure what he's doing. Hey, but maybe when you come to London, you'll find him and see what he's doing. And of course, no trip to London would be complete without a visit to Piccadilly Circus. This is London's equivalent to Times Square, bright lights, neon signs, really the center of it all. It's not quite as big as Times Square, but it is a place that you have to come to feel the energy. While you're at Piccadilly Circus, this connects very well to Chinatown, Leicester Square, the Theatre District, or Oxford Street the other way for really ritzy shopping, so lots of stuff to do once you make it here. When you're done admiring the main Piccadilly Circus intersection, there's a couple cool stores to check out just nearby. There's M&M's World. It's a few floors of just M&M themed things. You don't have to go in and buy anything. It's just totally neat to look around. And then right across the street from M&M World, there's the Lego store. It's like 3 stories of Legos. They've got a big Lego dragon. That's another one that's just fun to go in and walk around. Inside, they've even got a Lego Big Ben and a Lego London telephone booth. And it's even got a telephone inside. Buttons don't do anything though. Would anybody like to take a guess which my favorite M&M is? And right between the 2 stores, if you're here on the hour, you can hear the musical bell, which has a little show of these characters going around. Another spot for a great free view is atop of the Tate Modern Museum. This one's along the south bank of the Thames. We even come up to the 10th floor of this museum. Admission is free, and it's got pretty good views from up here too. This one you can see the Shard back there on the south bank, and then you can see the Sky Garden on the other side. Also, while you're at the Tate Modern, definitely check out some of the modern art. The art here is very interesting. Another free thing to do in London is to go window shopping. And well, maybe not buying things, but looking in the department store windows. Many of London's department store windows have really intriguing window displays, some still life, some animated. This one's a shoe car wash. Walk up and down Oxford Street, check them out. Also head out to Harrods in Knightsbridge as well. Another free thing to do in London is to rent a bicycle. There's all these bicycle racks across London, and look, this is almost as good as free. It costs £2. You put your credit card into this machine right here, it'll unlock a bike, and if you ride it for less than 30 minutes at a time, it's only £2 for the next, well, 30 minutes for the next 24 hours. Check them out. You'll see these things all over London. Just be careful where you ride your bike. You can't ride your bike on the sidewalk. You can ride it on streets or dedicated bicycle paths. This one's also almost free. Take one of the city's scenic double-decker buses. No, I don't mean those expensive hop-on, hop-off buses. I mean the city's public buses. They're double-decker. The front of it, if you get a seat right up there, it's a really cool spot. You get a bird's eye view of the city. The best buses are number 4 and 88. They run through the center of the city. Note though, they don't take cash. You do need to use an Oyster card. You can buy these at any tube station, £1.50. Check it out. Take a bus ride. And when I said not the hop-on, hop buses, Don't confuse the public buses for these right here. These ones are the hop-on, hop-off buses. They'll cost you a lot more. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe for new videos every week, or follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Google+. Subscribe, click on this yellow ball right here, or click here to watch some of the other videos from our London series. All right, bye-bye.